What up guys, Meowth here. So Theorycrafting video time. This time we're talking about Druid. So Druid actually got a ton of really cool and unique tools. And so unlike Team and Hunter, we're getting a bunch of new decks or updates to existing archetypes for Druid. So let's go ahead and hop right in and start talking about them. So first up we've got Beast Druid. Druid got a bunch of Beast and Beast Synergy tools released. And so what we've got here is kind of a mid-range taunt Beast Druid list. It's more Beast Druid in the mid-game, Taunt Druid in the late game. I just think Guardian Animals with Twilight Runner and Teacher's Pet is kind of nutty strong. And then you have the Witchwood Grizzly, Kartut Defender, Wind Guardian package with Hadronux as well. I think this is just going to be a solid mid-range Beast Druid. It's going to struggle a ton against really fast decks and combo decks, just like mid-range archetypes normally do. Alright, next up we've got sort of a mid-range Druid, so this one was inspired by Corbett. Very similar vein as the Beast Druid, right? You got that Beast Druid mid-game, right? The Teacher's Pet, Twilight Runner, Grizzly, Guardian Animals. And then you run Kael'thas to kind of cheat out the UIs with a Ysera. And so it's a little bit faster than the Beast Taunt Druid. So you're a lot stronger in the mid-game. Hence the mid-range Druid name. Cheat out the Guardian Animals for free with Kael'thas. Again, you are going to struggle because you don't have that sort of late-game win condition, but you are Druid, so your mid-range plan is coming out on turn 4, turn 5, which is pretty strong. So mid-range Druid by Corbett Games. Alright, and then we got some pretty big updates, I think, to Spiteful Druid. So this is my build of the Spiteful Druid. So the big inclusions here is Sphere of Sapience, just so to make sure you're not actually drawing your spells or that you're trying to get Spiteful on 6. I'm running Shando Wildclaw. I think you could totally run Keleseth in this deck if you would like as well over the Denasis Aspirants, but I really do like the extra little bit of ramp, and I don't think the +1/+1 really matters that much. And then I really like the Teacher's Pet Twilight Runner. I think you might be sensing a theme here. And then I do like the double copy of Archivist. And when we're looking at our 10-mana spells, we're actually going to play 2 Survival of the Fittest, 1 copy of UI, just because you want to be able to draw Survival of the Fittest because it's just so much better in a minion-based deck like this. I think Spiteful Druid actually getting a pretty massive buff. I don't think it'll be anywhere near competitive viability, but I do think it gets a lot better in Scholomance Academy. And then we saw Omu, and I opened Omu for my pre-release packs, and so I had to build an Omu Combo Druid. I'm going to tell you right now that this is definitely worse than the existing Combo Druid archetypes, specifically because you can't draw your combo pieces off of Psych Melon, right? That's 4 mana draw your combo is pretty nutty, and you don't get that in this deck. But this combo is basically Forest Ward and Omu, you Germination, you get the 10 mana back, and you get another Omu that has Spell Burst on it, so you will do Omu Germination, you'll play Tawaggle plus like a Naturalize, for example, get your 10 mana back. Then you can do some more Naturalizing and then get like an Azalina, your remaining mana. The reason that I am actually a little bit excited to test Omu is Omu gives you the ability to play alternate win cons, if that makes sense. Because you don't really have an alternate win con with Aviana because it's a 10 mana card. So like against Aggro, you can do some dumb things with like Omu and Germination, like Spreading Plague or UI, for example. And obviously you have Kael'thas in there as well, so you can do some dumb things. And then I'm just going to meme a little bit more, because we're already playing Omu instead of Aviana. But we're going to run Twig and Bog Beam. We're going to run Twig and Sphere of Sapience for that extra high roll value. But yeah, that's my Omu Togwaggle UTK Druid. Only a couple new cards in this Aggro Druid list, but they are all massive buffs to the deck. Lightning Bloom, I think if you listen to anybody talk about this set, is kind of scared or excited, depending on who you're listening to, for Lightning Bloom. Gibberling, I underrated it in my review videos, but I think Gibberling is absolutely bonkers strong in the right kind of deck, and I think this is the right kind of deck. And then last but not least, we have 2 mana Jeeves and Voracious Reader, just replacing straight up normal Jeeves, and it's 2 mana. So yeah, Aggro Druid actually looking like it's going to be a very strong player in the early metagame. It's looking really strong. And last but not least, we can't leave Druid without a Kael'thas Miracle OTK style deck. So the game plan here is very easy. You Barnes or Kael'thas on curve. You pop off with 0 mana spells, you UI their face, and you can do, I think, 42 damage in the right sequence here. Obviously, you prioritize overflows first over UIs so that you don't heal them for 5, but even if you do, like I said, you had 42 damage, so even if you heal them for 10, you are dealing more than 30 for that turn 5 or turn 7 OTK. Again, credits to Corbett for this one. This is like totally his style of deck. And I am ready for the meme turn 1 OTK combos, right? The lightning boom, bloom, Barnes into Kael'thas, into UI, into comboing off. I am 100% ready for that. You know it's going to happen. But yeah, that's Miracle Druid. Alright, yeah, so like we mentioned, Druid getting a ton of new tools. Looks like it's going to have a couple very, very strong meta decks, as well as some potentially new archetypes breaking through in that like mid-range or beast Druid shell. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Druid fan, you were super excited to see this expansion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and if you guys did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It's free, and it supports me a lot. Make sure you guys check out the other theory crafting videos for the other classes, and I hope you guys enjoy Scholomance Academy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!